Hey everyone!
Happy Tuesday!
Welcome back, Families of Character.
Tuesday, so do you know what that means? Jordan, what does that mean?
That means we're live on Instagram and Facebook, talking
Yep.
all things parenting, people.
That's right. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Jordan.
And we do come live every Tuesday on the Families of Character page, 11:30 Mountain Standard Time, to talk about all things parents.
Including raising kind kids.
Here's the question of the day. Right here. Hold on, you need to right there. Boom.
Boom!
When you do this for video, you have to turn the letters around. So it's kind of funny. We had to use tape.
Hey, we're big time over here in Sarah's kitchen.
Whatever works, we're doing it.
That's right.
Whatever works.
So welcome back, everyone. We are talking today
Here, I'll
about...
hold the sign. I'll hold the sign so when
How?
people come on, they know what we're talking about.
How do you show kindness to others?
There we go.
How do you?
How do you? Jordan, how do you?
You know, I was thinking about
Actually, time out. Before we talk about how we show kindness to others, why don't you give them the definition of kindness?
Oh, what is kindness? It sounds like kind of a fluff word, like, oh, it's just being kind,
Hi,
being
Courtney.
nice, But kindness means the quality of being friendly, generous, and considerate. Friendly, generous, and considerate. That means giving of yourself, so getting outside of your own needs and your own problems and your own angsts and worries and giving to other people, and then just being friendly
Yep.
and being generous,
Hey, Jesse.
right? Hey, Colleen.
This is what we're talking about.
How to be kind. Kindness counts.
In our Tuesday casual, neither one of us wanted to do our hair.
Dress
And-
clothes.
Not today. Neither one of us wanted to put on anything besides sweatpants.
That's right. It's Sweatpants Tuesday, people. We're being kind to ourselves by allowing ourselves to be who we are in our sweats today.
That's right. So, as we talk about how do we show kindness to others, so as we're talking about it, we want to hear from you guys examples about how you show kindness to others in your day-to-day life, whether it be to your kids or to a parent at school or to someone on an elevator or anyone, really.
Yeah.
We actually got an email last week, and it was one of the things that sparked this conversation for us.
Yes.
And sparked the question that we wanted to present to you guys, because we got an email last week from one of our viewers. Here, you hold this.
Okay.
I'm going to read some of the email.
You read it.
Okay. So she says, Dear Families of Character. Hey, Jeremy. Dear Families of Character, these reminders, she's referring to the videos that we do every Tuesday. These reminders mean a lot and make a big impact. I took this intention from my heart to my hands last week, and I wanted to share it with you. And then we wanted to share it with you as an inspiration. Last Tuesday, I was leaving work, and a coworker and I took the elevator down together. She is a mom of 2 under 3, one being 7 months old. So I asked her how she is doing, and she said, to be honest, my husband is sick right now, and I pulled my back. So needless to say, things are crazy.
We can relate to that.
I asked her if she had called in the backup because we both agreed it takes a village to raise a family. She said her sister was on board to help that week, though I felt like I could share my time as well.
Kind.
The next night, I walked to the market near me and I picked out ingredients to make a Mexicana meal. I put it together in some mason jars and I placed it in the office fridge the next day. I emailed my coworker with the subject "Dinner on Me" and told her that there was dinner in the fridge for you and yours. We saw each other later in the hall and she came up to me and gave me the biggest hug ever. She was blown away and couldn't come to words with what to say. She told me that she had immediately forwarded the email to her husband and she was beyond grateful, saying, "This is amazing. Tell her we love her." I was humbled by just how much my miracle made a difference. I think sometimes that because these service acts are less seen in this day and age, we can easily second guess whether we should do them or not. Sometimes we think, what if they don't like it? Is this totally crazy? What if they think it's too much? Is this weird? But simple acts of service and love is never too much.
Never.
I thought I would share the email my coworker had sent over to me. Thank you. I'll be honest, I was so sleep deprived that I forgot to bring home your food on Thursday, and I was sure not to forget it yesterday. It was so delicious and enjoyed by all, including my daughter. It was such a healthy portion that there was enough to have with eggs in this morning for breakfast. I'm not sure I can adequately express how your thoughtful act touched my heart. I'm inspired to pay it forward and humbled by the impact of an unexpected gesture of kindness.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. So she goes on in the email to say that she is a young lady.
She's a young lady.
She doesn't even have kids of her own.
She doesn't have a family yet, but she values family and loves the message that we're kind of putting out and sees the value in doing things for others and noticing when someone needs help. I mean, that sounds like something a mom would do for another mom. And this gal, she is not even a mother yet.
She went outside of herself and she did something that she knew would make an impact. So,
boom.
When I read this email last week, I'm not a crier at all. And I teared up. And I couldn't even finish the email. And I said, Jordan, you have to read this email. This is incredible. This is incredible. So that is what sparked the conversation for today. How do you show kindness to others? So we're asking you.
That's right.
How do you guys show kindness? Jordan, how do you show kindness? Well, actually, no. I think it's I'll be honest. It's a little hard to put yourself on the spot.
It is.
So I'm going to tell you how Jordan shows kindness to people.
You tell me. Okay, how do I show kindness?
Okay, well, she's constantly thinking about other people, and I have seen her, and I've been the recipient. She will buy people lunch. She will buy people coffee. She just, look at her blushing. So she's always thinking about someone and putting herself aside in the hurriness of life. So that's how. Yep.
Okay.
That's what I'd say. That's how Jordan shows kindness. And she often takes meals to other moms in her school.
I do love to do that. I love to make food for people.
Whereas I absolutely hate making meals for other people. I'll do it.
But you don't hate inviting people over, and that's how you're kind. You have an open door policy at the Newman house, and it's like, come on over. What? It can be last minute. It can be, we'll plan this out 3 months in advance, but just come over. Let's just get together. Let's just get our families together. And gathering people together, that's kind. I mean, you have a lot of parties and a lot of get-togethers, and you're constantly getting women together and just showing them their worth and helping them to see the value in friendship. That's part of kindness, is being friendly.
I guess so. Yeah. I just like gathering people.
Look at this, Courtney. Heart. Little acts, coffee, a favorite snack, encouragement. Courtney, you're very, very kind to people. Oh, let me just share one of the things that Courtney and her family did over the summer when it was super hot outside.
Oh.
She and her kids got a bunch of cold water bottles and tied little messages on them that said, stay cool. And they went around their neighborhood, and if there were workers outside doing landscaping or people at the school painting or doing maintenance, they just went and gave them a bottle of ice cold water that said, stay cool.
That's awesome.
Kind. Super kind.
That's super cool. I had this friend, actually, she taught me in college is when I met her. We studied abroad together. And I grew up in a family where it was fighting for everything that you wanted, right? So if you wanted a snack, you better be the first person to get that snack before it was gone. And so I was always very hoarderish about my stuff.
Yeah.
And what shocked me this summer that I lived with her is, and we're still friends to this day, what shocked me is she was always sharing her snacks. She always had snacks. And she was always sharing them.
Kind.
It didn't even matter. And that act of kindness actually has impacted me. I mean, that was 15, 20 years ago. How long has it been since I've been out of college? I don't know.
That's so funny, too, to know that you came from a place where you, kept things to yourselves, because I've only known you since January. And you're constantly here, you want some plantain chips? Here. You want, how about some queso? Here, Jordan, I got snacks. Let's share. She's making lunch for me today. Generous, kind people.
I learned it from
contagious.
her.
It's contagious.
Yeah. So see, you never know how big of an impact your kindness can have over the years.
That's right.
Over different people.
And I wanted to kind of put my therapist hat on for a minute and say that
Hey, Zoe.
when you talk to your kids about kindness, one of the things to really do to engage them on that level of empathy is to just go around and ask them. Just say like, hey, do you remember a time when somebody was really kind to you? Maybe you were having a rough time, or it just stands out in your mind that someone was kind in their words or in their actions, and tell me about that. And then get them to engage and tell you, why did you think that was kind? What was kind about that gesture or those words?
So you put them in that mindset to have them memorize that feeling in their heart.
And just connect with that. Like, how did that feel to you when that happened? And once you got them sort of back in that moment, then you kind of pivot with them and say, okay, can you imagine if you had that impact on someone else? Like, is there someone in your class or on the playground or on your sports team or, someone that you do childcare with that you could be kind to? That would be awesome.
Okay, so this just came to me. Okay, so last week I had to pull my 12-year-old out of school.
Okay.
So I had to take him to his well care check. And I'm not one to like roll down my window and give the the people on the street that are standing there with signs.
Sure.
But after the wellness check, we went to lunch because he had missed his lunch, so I had to take him to lunch before I took him back to school. And oh my gosh, we were sitting at the stoplight and there was a mom with her 4-year-old, and I just started to think like, like if that were me, and I mean that poor kid, he's probably hungry and it's really hot and all that. And that darn phone, will you turn it off? We forgot to turn it off. Anyway, I opened my wallet and all I had was a 10. And I was like, I don't care. In the heat of the moment, I said, Reese, roll down the window and give this money.
Oh, I love that.
And so we did that, and whatever, it wasn't even about me. The thing that got me was what Reese said after that. He said, Mom, it feels really good to give. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're totally right.
It does.
It feels, and for him to recognize that.
Yes.
That just made my day.
Oh.
And so I said over the weekend, I said to my family, I said, what do you think if we put it in our budget to keep an envelope of money in the car, and when we saw someone on the street, oh my gosh, gotta get rid of that landline. When we see someone on the street, we will just hand them $5.
That's right.
Or whatever,
Or a water bottle or a soft snack to eat. Yes.
So anyway, that wraps up our kindness discussion.
Y'all, guess what? That's not it, though.
That's not it.
We are rocking something new that you have got to check out.
So if you're wondering how you can get your kids to really switch this mindset and to be kind, boom.
Bam.
We are releasing it this week. Okay?
The Kindness Journal.
So this is our Kindness Journal. It is a follow-up to our Purpose Journal.
Yeah.
Okay? So this one is a great one for families. This is our newly released one, and it's better than ever. It is
new and improved
awesome.
Because we listened to you, our customers, and what you needed. This is going to be a game changer for your family.
And so people have been asking us, when is it on sale? When is it on sale? It is on sale on our website today. So
get it.
Covers 3 different character strengths, and it's a little tool to help your kids learn how to be kind to everyone, including their family, their school classmates, their friends, people they don't know, adults, everything.
Yes. You know what I love about this too? If you're kind of making a few notes in it every day, this ends up going in the treasure box for later.
So my family started it over the weekend, actually. And so we already have notes in there, actually. Well, just a few notes.
Yeah, just jotting things down.
Notes. So there's There's space for the progress we made towards our goals, what we're grateful for, what we're hopeful for, who we're kind to today, and then there's a little quote.
Awesome quote. You can write on your whiteboard in your kitchen. You can inspire your family. Check it out.
Yep.
And free shipping.
That's right. We have free shipping on our website right now.
Go to the website and check it out.
We
Click
do.
on shop and look for the kindness journal.
Okay.
Be kind.
So with that,
show kindness to others.
give us a shout out in the comments.
Yeah.
How do you show kindness to others?
Thanks for tuning in, y'all.
Thanks,
we'll
guys.
be back next Tuesday.
We'll see you next Tuesday.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.